With the recent unfoldings in the political scene, there is a very dangerous political conmanship game that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is downplaying President William Samoei Ruto with, of which neither is President William Samoei Ruto nor his diehard supporters nor millions of Kenyans seeing the script. Listen to this, my fellow Kenyan. With the ongoing push and pull war between Governor James Orengo and the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, is that this could be a well-concocted game with the sinister motive of fooling President William Samoei Ruto. However, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has always been on 4 different political cards. And with the look of things currently, I honestly see a string of possibilities that he could be strategically using Governor James Orengo to play his Agwambo role. The role Kenyans over the years have known Raila for, because this is the chaotic Raila we've all known since time immemorial. And that's just the first card that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga could be playing President William Samoei Ruto, but neither has President William Samoei Ruto nor his advisors opened their third eye to see the facticity and the reality of what is going on. Speaking of the second card that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga is using in fooling President William Samoei Ruto with, that falls in as the second card he is holding. And the second card that I know pretty well the Right Honorable is fooling President William Samoei Ruto with is the mouthy opposition leader that Kenyans have always known the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for. And with this card, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has technically and is strategically using Senator Edwin Sifuna to execute it pretty well. And having looked at the crinkum of Senator Edwin Sifuna, I kid you not, on the mouthy opposition leader that Kenyans have known Raila, I kid you not, this role Senator Edwin Sifuna is delivering on it pretty well. And as I've been saying it times above numbers, that there is no way and there was no way that Kenyans could witness Senator Edwin Sifuna blatantly lecturing President William Samoei Ruto in the presence of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga without the blessings of his party leader. If you ask me, I kid you not, that is next to impossible. And with that alone, I kid you not, it automatically gives credence that President William Samoei Ruto, being the head of state, courtesy of Raila's borrowed time, then this gives me the telltale signs that it is in the interest of time that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga could bolt out of the signed pact between UDA and ODM. But here, I'd like to say, let us obey the interest of time so that we can witness a political massacre. This being a well-calculated plan by the Right Honorable Raila Molo Odinga, because Raila, being the enigma, he has to balance between his support and the support he is offering to President William Samoei Ruto's sinking government, and again he has to balance also his political future and stature purposely for the next general election. So, by Raila being half in government and half in opposition, he has strategically positioned himself in a position that the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua is currently playing his opposition role, but he is the one receiving all the accolades. So if you look at Raila's political strategies, I kid you not, he calculates further. And the last but not least card being the fourth that the Right Honorable Raila Molo Odinga is holding against President William Samoei Ruto. From where I sit, I honestly see a string of possibilities that he could be using Governor James Orengo as a pace setter to all his demands in future, because yourself, the Right Honorable Raila Molo Odinga, and people like James Orengo are all alive to the fact that the ODM UDA merger that they recently signed completely goes against the social and societal democracy that not only Raila but also his ODM party has always been preaching since time immemorial. And now that the Right Honorable Raila Molo Odinga is halfway in government, he could use, and I repeat, he could use people like kina James Orengo and kina Edwin Sifuna as his mouthpiece before him deciding to bolt out of President William Samoei Ruto's government just because it does not align with what himself and his party have been leading in advocacy since time immemorial. And in short, this could simply mean that Senator James Orengo could just be used by the Right Honorable Raila Molo Odinga to hold his cards, thus keeping President William Samoei Ruto in check, just because the Right Honorable cannot execute his opposition roles now that he was long swallowed into President William Samoei Ruto's government. But again, from where I sit, it actually still remains a wait and see situation. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well. Just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you've been watching my videos and you've not subscribed, you can as well. Just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you and may God bless you.